Welcome to the Aluminum AFCO-Rail Series 175 Fixed Stair Rail Installation video. Please ensure to adhere to all local building codes when installing aluminum AFCO-Rail. With the pre-drilled line post placed on a flat surface, start by finding the saddle bracket locations. Measure up from the center of the uppermost cable hole and mark the location of the top bracket. Now measure down towards the base of the previously marked location and mark a reference point for the bottom bracket. Mount a post at the top of the stairs. Lay the bottom rail on the stairs adjacent to the upper post, aligned to the previously marked lower reference line. Now mark a reference line on the bottom rail from the inside of the post. With the bottom rail still positioned on the stair, align the lowest undrilled post to the desired location and mark the post. On the inside of the post, measure up from the top side of the bottom rail, 31 inches for 36-inch height rail and 37 inches for 42-inch height rail. Now place a reference mark for the top rail bracket. Now place the bottom rail against the top rail, transfer the cut lines to the top rail, and trim to final length. Using the pre-drilled support baluster, assemble the rail panel with the top and bottom rails. Align the pre-drilled baluster holes parallel to the rails. Return to the lowest undrilled post. Measure down from the previously referenced bracket location and place a mark at the center of the post and drill with a 5/32 drill bit. Using the AFCO tool, align the previously drilled cable run with the top cable hole. Now using the lower cable hole, drill the next cable run with a 5/32 drill bit. Continue repeating these steps until all cable runs have been drilled. Using a temporarily installed cable run, locate and mark all intermediate cable holes. Then pre-drill holes using the AFCO tool. Using the previously marked saddle bracket position and a 5/32 drill bit, pre-drill holes with the AFCO tool. Once the base trim has been installed, mount the saddle brackets with the supplied fasteners, ensuring not to over-torque the screws. Slide on the top bracket covers and bottom brackets. Return the assembled rail panel onto the installed saddle brackets and secure with the supplied fasteners. For line fitting installations, enlarge the existing holes of the outermost wall of the post at the end of the cable runs to accommodate the threaded stud on one end and the line fitting on the other end. Add a washer and brass nut to the threaded end of a cable run. Now feed the cable through the pre-drilled holes starting at the outermost wall of the first post. Using a small block of wood, tap the cable runs as they exit the top post to set the cable angle. Return to the beginning of the cable run and tighten each line using a 1/8 inch hex wrench at the end of the threaded stud. After all cables have been properly tightened, use a cutting wheel to trim away any excess threaded stud coming through the brass nut. Then cover using a decorative cap. Next, cut off any excess cable coming through the line fitting and press the supplied decorative cap onto the fitting.